What's up, disciplined investor?
We got Benzinga CEO Jason Raznick here with us.
The man, the myth, the legend, Tom Nash.
Peter Schiff on the Power Hour with us live today. Interesting, different, unique, innovative companies. Mia, you are live with us on the Power Hour. What's up?
Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Jessica Billingsley, that is the CEO of Akerna, the best trade idea resource out there. So, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Monday. We are back at it. A little bit of a red day in the markets, a little bit of a bloodbath. We've certainly seen worse in the past couple of weeks, but not a great day. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining us. Thanks for coming to hang out. I'm going to start today off the way that I start every single day, which is to remind you what the point of this show is. We want this to be the best trade idea resource out there. That's what we're going for, guys. If we are not delivering on the trade ideas, call us out. Tell us, hey, come on. We just wasted 2 hours here. We're going for 2 hours, guys. So we're going from noon to 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going to get the ideas flowing, not only from myself, not only from Jason, our CEO, but most importantly from all of you out there in Zingernation. If you are hanging out with us on the YouTube stream, you are, in fact, a member of Zingernation. So let's fire this one up, guys. Let's get this thing rocking and rolling. On the radar for today, I've got a ton of tickers to talk through. I'm just going to hammer them out really quick in the order I'm going to go through them. But we've got Apple, Cannabis, GameStop, Doge, Bitcoin, and all the related Bitcoin stocks, Clover Health, and support.com. That's what I have on my radar right now, guys. If you have other tickers for us to look at, you know that we will make time to get to them. So go ahead, drop the tickers in the chat there. I see somebody saying lots of Clove talk. Yeah, they probably already did a decent amount of Clove on the previous show. But again, guys, if you have other tickers for us to talk about, drop them in the chat. We'll get to them. I see somebody putting in Mara. Yes, we will absolutely get to a Mara there. But all right, let's start it off with things that we have to look forward to this week. There's a couple things going on. So first things first, Apple. I'm seeing a ton of chatter about Apple. Tomorrow we have an Apple event. It's going to be a product event. The rumor, I believe, is that we're going to get some updates on iPad. There will probably be more than just iPad in there. It's not going to be a phone day. Maybe it'll be computers, but it's probably going to be iPad, maybe headphones. It could be some sort of new products. Car. I saw somebody toss around car is going to come out of the Apple event tomorrow. I think that it's unlikely. I'm pretty certain that if we were getting Apple Car, we would already have a heads up about it. But again, guys, Apple event tomorrow. We're going to get some product updates. The reason why I want to bring this one up is because for a lot of you new traders out there, it's probably the first time that you're seeing an Apple event. When Apple does these product releases, you may be buying the stock into this event. But I will tell you from experience, and I've watched, the stock performance throughout dozens of these, more often than not, the stock price of Apple does not move on these product update days. It does happen sometimes, but again, more often than not, we don't get a price in movement or a change in stock price for Apple on these product release days. So if you're buying the stock and hoping for that, good luck is what I'll say to you. That said, I do sort of like Apple. I'm in the stock still. I've had a position in Apple for quite a while now. I will continue to hold that position. My average price after they did that split is like $24.50. I've thought about adding more. Haven't. Should I have? Yes, definitely. Let me go ahead and share the screen so you guys can see the same chart that I'm looking at here. There we go. Check that out. All right, there's the price of Apple there, right? This is 1 month. These are 4-hour candles looking back over the past month. This was a Tom Nash pick, almost calling the bottom there. So big shout out, Mr. Tom Nash. Oh, we don't have air horns yet. That's all right. But again, if you're buying shares of Apple, and I saw that spike right on the open, if you're buying it for the sake of seeing it during that product day, be careful. But there's the deal there with Apple. Let's talk about cannabis and cannabis stocks. We're not up today. So if we look at CGC, Canopy Growth, and we use that as a proxy for the space. Here's the 1 month chart of Canopy. Tomorrow is in fact 420. Stoner holiday of the year. I've heard a lot of chatter again in the retail trading community of people buying the cannabis stocks into 420. My opinion has been this entire time that trade is mostly up. I mean, that was like the hot trade to make in like 2014 and 2015 when we were getting pretty much none of these stocks were listed on major U.S. exchanges. We had some on the TSX exchange, but a lot of them were on the smaller Canadian exchanges, some of the OTC exchanges as well. We would definitely, in those first couple of years of there being publicly traded cannabis stocks, we would see some sort of a run up there. We haven't seen that nearly as much in recent years. It's been sort of a dead trade. It's been more of a dead trade than not a dead trade. So I don't know. I'm going to throw this one out to the crowd. It's the first question that will drop of the day. If you guys are buying these cannabis stocks, if you're loading up on your shares of your cannabis companies into 420, hit me a 1 in the chat. If not, throw me a 2. I'm curious where everybody is at this one. I see Drew's hanging out. I'm going to ping pong the idea off of him. Drew, what's up, man? Happy Monday morning. I guess afternoon now. But cannabis trades. Are what do you have any opinions, or did you get into the cannabis trade into 420? Nope. All right.
I have a little bit of Goghshtein.
Ticker on that one?
Kind of the cannabis play. Sorry?
Ticker on that one? Goghshtein ticker? Can we get it? No, we're not getting
GRWG.
GRWG. All right. Goghshtein. This one looks okay. Not as bad as the Canopy there. The chat is definitely more people not into the cannabis trade than they are. Again, guys, I've been watching these stocks for quite a while. One of the ways that Benzinga actually got like a big leg up, right? Like we took things to the next level is with these cannabis stocks. So I'll give some of the background story there. Drew, you definitely don't even know this one, but when the cannabis stocks started listing on some of the Canadian exchanges and OTC, there was no coverage of them. The Wall Street Journal wouldn't cover these stocks. New York Times wouldn't cover these stocks. Bloomberg wouldn't cover these stocks. CNBC wouldn't cover these stocks, right? It was looked at like this is sort of a sin industry. It's super unknown, etc. And there was a lot of bullshit out there. Like a lot of these companies that were the first ones to list, right? You would read about the directors, the CEOs. They had like SEC indictments in the past. I mean, there were so many crappy companies on the market, and a lot of them don't exist anymore. I mean, they would just dump these massive offerings that have massive insider selling. They would do these weird financing deals, and there was a lot of crap on there. But we were one of the first, I think, really the first financial media outlet to cover these stocks in a serious way. We were writing about them. We were interviewing the CEOs. We were really digging through and trying to figure out like, okay, which of these companies are legitimate and which aren't. And like we built an awesome cult following in that space. Right. There was no real reporting on these stocks. We were actually digging through and figuring out which ones are best and which aren't. And that's one of the ways that we really like forged our way into the financial media space, is because when those companies blew up, they were coming to us with all their exclusives. We already had the beat on them. Our reporters already knew these companies. And so that's really one of the ways that Benzinga got going in a decent way. So there's my deal with the cannabis stocks. Again, I've been following this space for quite a while, many years now. The 420 trade was hot several years ago. I haven't been a fan of it this year. If it seems like there's a couple of folks in the chat who are in fact buying these stocks into the upcoming earnings announcement, but more often than not, it seems like people are just sort of hanging out. So there's the deal there with cannabis stocks. Drew, GameStop. All right, let me back it up. For anybody who's just joining us, again, point of this show is we want this to be the best trade idea resource out there. We're going 2 hours today. That's why we're doing this, guys. We just talked about Apple with their product announcement day. Then we hit cannabis. Next up on the docket, I'll just hammer through these tickers. We've got GameStop, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and all the related stocks like your Maras, your Riots, your SOSs, etc. We'll do Clover Health. We'll do support.com. If there are other tickers that we need to cover, drop them in the chat. We'll get to them. We'll check them out. Even if you don't have other tickets for us to cover, say what up in the chat, say hi, and I'll make one last ask, guys, which is go ahead, smash that like button, share this stream. We have 300 people on here. We have 33 likes. Get that number up to at least 100. I mean, come on now. I'm a little slow today. I'll admit it. It's a Monday. Got to get it going. But all right, Drew, let's just keep clipping down that list. GameStop, ticker GME. Did you see the news out this morning? Is it just me, or is Drew on like a 90-second delay?
He's definitely on a delay.
Is Drew celebrating 420 a little early, or is it like an internet
so
thing?
Messed up. I think it's an internet thing, unfortunately.
That was a little delayed. Sorry.
All right, producer Rohan, you come on today then with me.
I can try.
Leave.
Oh no, Drew, just try to reconnect. I don't know, figure it out. We want you here. It's sort of difficult though.
Definitely.
All right,
Yeah,
Drew's going to try to
not
work
fun.
out his internet. I mean, we got to get him out of college housing, guys. We need to put together a fund to get Drew out of college housing, get him to graduate. All right, Rohan, you can be the person I can play off of now. GameStop. Did you see the GameStop news this morning?
I have not.
All right. Stock up 8% today. We had a press release from the company's CEO, George Sherman, out as CEO. I don't think that comes as a surprise to anyone after that pitiful last conference call. He was, I believe, the only executive from GameStop to speak on that conference call. He said pretty much nothing to the about the digital transformation. He didn't get into, hey, here's how we're going to revolutionize the world. Here's how we're going to bring the company back. It was dry. He told us how many stores they closed, yada, yada. Nothing super exciting there. That gave, I think, all of us the heads up, the alert that, hey, there's changes are coming. He doesn't seem like he's a big part of those changes. So Sherman is officially out. He's resigning is how they put it. I'm guessing it's a little bit more of a push out at GameStop. We did have a comment from chair of the board, Ryan Cohen, aka Chewy founder, the savior of the stock. Let me go ahead and pull up this press release per my trusty Benzinga pro.benzinga.com. But all righty. Ryan Cohen, basically Ryan Cohen came out. He didn't say a ton that was super interesting. He just sort of thanked the CEO. And then the little bit more important part is he said he appreciates the CEO for getting on board with all the new board members that Ryan Cohen and company have brought onto GameStop. The other piece that he mentioned was, it's right in here. There we go. All right. That the company is basically reviewing executive leadership to make sure that leadership is right for their digital transformation as a company. So that's the deal there with GameStop, guys. CEO is out. If you're thinking about getting into the stock, I'm not in it right now, but if you're thinking about getting into it, announcement of a new CEO is definitely a catalyst. I mean, I can't picture the company picking any CEO that wouldn't be positive for the stock price. I think pretty much whoever they pick, it's going to get Ryan Cohen's blessing. Of course, with him being chair of the board, the stock is going to pop on that. How long will that be? We don't know. The company said in their press release that they have a third-party company who's sort of doing that executive search process. So it could be a little while. At the shortest, I would expect a couple weeks before we hear anything. At the longest, maybe as long as 3-4 months. So it is a decent catalyst there. But there's the deal there on GameStop.
We did have last Friday, Roaring Kitty quadrupling his position in GameStop.
Yeah, I believe that he exercised his calls and took the shares. I don't know if anybody in Zingernation, that's all of you out there in the chat, if anybody can confirm that that's exactly what happened, but I believe that's what happened with GameStop and Roaring Kitty last week. Is he actually exercised his call options and took the shares. So sort of an interesting one there. And producer Rohan, were you listening to SPAC's Attack?
No.
All right, Spencer Israel, were you listening to SPAC's Attack? All right. Nobody listened to Specs Tech in the office. All right. If they already covered Dogecoin a ton, I apologize, but let's look at it. Host of our Spag Attack show, Chris Catchy, has an exclusive from Webull. That is the brokerage, right? So it's sort of taking Robinhood by storm a little bit. But Webull, as of tomorrow, is going to begin offering Dogecoin to all of its customers. Over the weekend, there was some chatter on Twitter going around that certain users, certain customers are being selected for a Dogecoin beta. We reached out to Webull. We got, there we go. Very nice. We reached out to Webull. We got comments from the company, from the CEO, confirming that tomorrow they are going to be offering Dogecoin to all of their customers. And check this out. 11:59 is when we published the story. We actually moved the price of Dogecoin. As big and thick as it is, here, I got to refresh my TradingView chart. Check this out. All right, we published a story at 59, so it's right around here. Okay, look at these green candles. Boom. And still going, baby. That's how we do it here at the Benzinga News Desk. You are a Benzinga Pro winner. You caught that one. You had some success with it. Pro.benzinga.com. Whenever in your Benzinga Pro you see any sort of item in red, we try to make it easy for you. When you see a red item, that means pay attention, right? Right here, look at this exclusive story that Webull is going to be offering Dogecoin to its customers. We got a pop in the price of Dogecoin on that announcement, still carrying higher. Why is that notable? Webull has a ton of users. Right now, if you're in the U.S., you pretty much have two options to get into Dogecoin. You got to trade it on Robinhood if you want to trade it. You can trade it on Voyager if you want to trade it. Now Webull is going to be making it available to their customers tomorrow as well. So huge win for the Benzinga News Desk to get this scoop on Dogecoin. If you want to check out the article, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to drop the link into the chat here. And Webull CEO Anthony Denier is going to be joining us in just a little bit. So there's another little preview for you guys today, right? We're not only talking about my stocks, not only talking about your stocks. You guys are dropping in tickers. I wrote them down, right? I saw the Maras. I saw the Cloves. But if you have questions for Webull, if you are a Webull customer, you're thinking about becoming a Webull customer, CEO is going to be joining us on this show in about 30 minutes from now. So go ahead, think of your questions. If there's features you want to have on Webull, I don't know, whatever it may be, go ahead, get those ready. We'll bring them onto the show, and we'll get running from there. Other tickers that I'm spotting out of the chat that I want to make sure we get to today, we've got Peloton, we have Alibaba. The last note that I'll end on with this Dogecoin discussions. I'm sure you guys are all sick of it right now. Shit, actually, I have two things. Sorry. I have two more things to add on to the Dogecoin discussion. The first one is you guys really love Dogecoin. Check this out. So I'm going to give you guys an exclusive sneak peek into our analytics here at benzinga.com. Okay. This is our traffic numbers on Benzinga. There's no way for you guys to see this other than watching the show. There we go. Screen is up and displaying. Today, we have 3 times more readership than average, right? Here's the number of readers on benzinga.com per minute. This little dark shade down here, this is our average number of readers for a Monday. Look at how many people are reading about Dogecoin. 560,000, 218,000, 150,000, 120,000, 84,000, okay? The world is gone Doge crazy. In my 8 years at Benzinga, I've never seen anything like this. I officially hit that 8-year mark this weekend. Jason Raznick didn't acknowledge it, didn't give me anything. Bullshit, in my opinion. Oh no, 8 years, fucking nothing. Not a watch, not even a phone call, whatever. But check this out. Look how much readership there is. This is for the past 7 days. Look at our top stories on benzinga.com. Doge, 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 Bitcoin, Doge. Holy crap. All right, finally. Neo saves us at position 18. So basically the 17 most read stories on benzinga.com, including 2 stories with over 1 million unique individual users, were about Dogecoin. The world has gone Doge crazy. Tomorrow is Doge Day, right? There's so much social media energy saying that Doge is going to be running to 69 cents tomorrow on on Doge Day, 420, right? 420, 69 cents. I get it. It's funny. Those are the types of things I like. But I am Doge out after being deep in Doge editorial land all weekend. So we're not going to talk about it a ton today. And I'm sure that you guys are sick of it too.
Mama.
All right. So there's the deal there, guys. On Dogecoin. Let's see. We next up on the docket, I've got all the crypto stocks, right? This is different than Doge. We're going to talk about real stocks here, like our Maras and our Riots. We got Clover Health, we have Support.com, Peloton, and Alibaba. That's what's on the hit list. We do have a guest joining us in a couple minutes. But producer Rohan, I think we should hit some user calls. What do you think?
That sounds like a great idea, Luke.
I know it's Monday. I need to get going. All right. See that's what I need to get rolling. Okay. Let's get the user calls going.
Let's get that number up on screen. Roll them in.
Yeah.
Call in. Let's
born to
let's
be
put your hot
free
takes.
saying that a watch is for like 20 years of service. I'm at like houseplant level, but he doesn't know that I'm on now 9 consecutive weeks with more than 90 hours worked. That's a lot of consecutive weeks. So really, it's like 16 years. Okay, but let's throw the phone number up on the screen. Let's get the calls. All right. If you have a stock you want to pitch, you have a ticker to talk about, 3 minutes, floor is yours. Say whatever you want. Give us a buzz. Don't make me feel all lonely here, right? Last time I had to call in by myself. We stopped doing the user calls because nobody likes to call. I enjoy it. It gives me a little bit of a break.
I do have a bit of a warning. The app that we use for user calls seems to be not loading for me, so I'm going to put a different phone number on screen.
All right. Well, just put up your phone number. Or put up Spencer Israel's phone number on screen. Spencer, what's your phone number? Okay, it's 248. That's my number. Okay, just kidding. He does not want his number on the screen. All right, producer Ron, how are we looking? Are we going to make this happen or no?
Should I just put my number up there? I'll put my number up there. I don't care.
Or put up mine. I don't care either. Put up mine or yours or Spencer's. It doesn't matter.
All right. With great power, folks, comes great responsibility. Please don't call me while I'm off the show. Here you go.
Boom. There it is. You didn't have to tell them it was your phone number. Nobody would have known. They would have thought it was an office line, but you did it. You do not have to call in the video to play. You just got to dial that phone number and say what up. Again, if you want me to feel lonely and just, run out of breath talking by myself for the next 2 hours, that's fine. I'll do that. We do have a guest in the waiting room who's going to be joining us in just a minute here. So do you have somebody, Rohan?
I believe I have someone. Oh, we have more calls.
There we go.
Decline that one.
What's going on, guys?
What's up? What's up?
Hey, Rohan, what's going on? Jerome here.
What's up, Jerome? You have a stock for us?
Yeah, thanks for taking the call. I think right now I'm looking at Lloyd's Banking Group. It's LYG.
Okay, that's an interesting one. We haven't talked about that one on the show. All right, what do you like about Lloyd's?
Oh, I've been monitoring it the whole year since the beginning of the year. It's been on the uptrend. It's got 10 out of 10 sentiment now. It started at like 5. So it's got some really good momentum, and they're looking in the crypto space right now.
Okay. All right. I like it. Lloyd's is actually one of my best swing trades ever. 2016, after Brexit vote, after the Brexit vote, maybe it was 15, I don't know, somewhere around there.
Right.
The stock got hammered that night and ended up being one of the best swing trades that I'd have.
Wow. Genius.
But all right. I mean, this chart looks great. I sort of like this one. And generally speaking, I like banks because interest rates are only going to go up.
Right. That's part of the logic for sure.
Okay. I like this one. Anything else on Lloyd's or you have one more ticker for us?
So one more tip on it. They're looking at getting on the blockchain. So I'm thinking it could double by the end of the year. No question.
All right. I mean, again, the chart is beautiful. I mean, it's been in this trend for a minute. I mean,
I'm being conservative, but for sure, right?
Yeah, I mean, you never know for sure. But I mean, we are at a 52-week high, just about. It looks like it made a 52-week high today, pulled back a little bit. Let's zoom it into the dailies. I mean, this thing doesn't trade a ton. I guess that's one thing to be on the lookout for, but it's definitely an interesting one. All right.
Yeah, thanks, man. Great talking.
Thanks for calling in. There's an air horn. All right, first user call of the day. I like it, guys. Thanks for calling in, not making me feel so lonely. Give me a little bit of break in my voice, and get more ideas going. Because again, that's what this show is all about, guys. Getting the ideas flowing. I see the Voyager Digitals in the chat. We will get to those. But all right, without further ado, we have a very special guest waiting for us. I'm going to bring him on here in just a minute. Wolf, what's up, man? Can I just call you Wolf? I mean, Wolf
yeah,
is
call
like
me Wolf for sure. Living the dream. What's going on, Luke?
Yeah, baby. Monday morning or afternoon. I don't know where in the world you are, but
Monday morning or afternoon. East Coast.
East Coast. Yeah, me too. I guess it's afternoon for me too. But what's up, man? You've been trading. You've been talking a little bit of Doge. What's on your radar today? And I guess before we hop into that, just give us a little bit of background on yourself. How long you've been trading for? What your style is, etc.
Yeah, for sure. I've been trading seriously for about 2 to 3 years. Recently graduated with my bachelor's in finance from Drexel University. I work full-time for Wolf Financial. That's the company that I work for. We're building what we believe is the next-gen social media, crossing over Twitter with a series of other financial applications, allowing you to do your research and your social all in one place. And that's kind of my life now. I've been running a lot of stuff on Twitter, whether that's Market Madness and other stuff. I associate with people like Jonah, who's on here all the time, and a bunch of others. So yeah, stocks are kind of like my full-time life now. I'm lucky enough to be a Twitter addict and a stock addict. So that's what I'm doing.
Awesome, man. I like it. I sort of got lucky like that after college too. In that, like, I expected to go like the investment banking route or something along those lines, which is still finance, but it's not stock market. Got lucky, stumbled into Benzinga. I actually just told the story of how I got to Benzinga when I was 19 last week. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, right?
Definitely, yeah. And I had that background. I worked at Goldman for 6 months in college in PWM. I also worked at PE shop. And so I kind of had that feeling of like spreadsheets for life. And now I'm just doing something else, which I love a lot more.
All right. And when you're saying social plus like fundamentals and research, like what sorts of things are you bringing into that experience?
Absolutely.
Or if you have a screen to share, you can show us too.
Yeah, 100%. Might just take just a second to load it, but absolutely would love to share with you some of the details of what we got going on, because we actually have been working on this for over a year now. And really our core key features are just coming out this week. They've been in testing. So really fun stuff.
Awesome.
I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen. I haven't shared my screen on StreamYard before. Is there just, here we go, share.
Boom. It's
share
pretty
screen,
easy.
Share screen. Boom. All right. Screen one, share. Cool. Kind of like Google. All right. You can see this?
Yep. We can see it.
Perfect. So as you can see, similar layout to what you get on some other social medias when you come in. You get your videos up top. You get a series of posts down here.
And so videos, are those from users?
Yeah, these are videos that users post. We're basically doing a similar style to with TikTok, where you get the ability to have that 60-second video clip cut down. However, one of the things on our platform is our verified users, which are people who we go through and we vet their financial backgrounds, their trading experience, where they went to college, their friends, stuff like that. Those people can actually make 10-minute videos on the platform.
Okay, very cool.
That allows them to get a little bit more content out. And then
I see Jonah Lupton up there, right?
Yeah.
Number one post.
Yeah. So this is a mock-up, but I work with Jonah really often. Okay. I'm actually doing a one-on-one Twitter space with Jonah on a Wednesday morning, where I'm going to be interviewing him for about an hour on Twitter Spaces. Cool. So that's going to be really fun.
What time Wednesday?
That's going to be 11:30 a.m. EST till 12:30.
Okay, that sounds good, except you're overlapping with my show for half an hour, but
I know.
We'll let it slide.
We wanted to capture East Coast, West Coast, and Europe. So, you guys are doing it right. I usually do mine in the evening. I have a big Twitter space tonight at 8 p.m. and then I do them every Friday at 5. Yeah. So some of these other stuff
who's your Twitter space with tonight, or what are you doing with it?
Tonight we're covering the gaming industry. So I have 2 reoccurring Twitter space segments. One of them is called Stock Center, and that's every either Monday or Tuesday evening, where we cover a specific industry. We did semiconductors last week with Chris Seifel and several others. And then this week we're doing the gaming industry. And then every Friday I do something called the Weekly Howl, which is 5 p.m. EST. I bring on a series of speakers. So I'm going to have the general manager of TradingView is going to be on that one. Anthony O'Hyan
Pierce Crosby.
Pierce Crosby is going to be on it.
He's actually an intern at TradingView. He just started.
Nice. Yeah, I hit him with it.
We like to talk shit up here sometimes.
But
But keep going.
I see. And then also Anthony from Pounding the Table is going to be on
Cool.
that. Brad Freeman from the Motley Fool. So
Okay.
yeah, we're going to be having some really fun Twitter Spaces. They've been a great way to bring on the community, and I think people like them because my audience has quadrupled in the last month.
Nice, man. All right. I like it. The only problem, again, with the one tonight, 8:00 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be on this YouTube channel doing something on NFTs and cryptos. So, you're overlapping me again. But hey, we'll let it slide.
We got different audiences though. NFTs and cryptos versus the gaming industry. I guess there's some overlap there.
All right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Fair
All
enough.
right, but keep going.
We'll have to coordinate in the future, Luke.
Exactly. There we go. Shared calendars. But
yeah. I'm actually going to be putting out a shared calendar for my Twitter Spaces. So
all right, good.
You can hop on that. Make a look at that. But just a couple of key things. I won't run through all of this because I know you got limited time. But when I talk about research, essentially you can see here Austin Hankwitz. You might know him. He's a brand partner of Wolf. He's got about 500,000 on TikTok. And you can see here when he's posting in Wolf something like a Microsoft Apple comparison with these different charts, whether that's a PE ratio, an Apple, Microsoft, it's all created natively is the goal with Wolf. So right now, if I'm on Twitter and I want to put a 5-year free cash flow graph, that takes a while. I have to go to Yahoo Finance, get 5 years of data, plot it out on a shitty looking Excel graph. Sorry. And then put that in, and and then it's not dynamic. Nobody can look further. But in here, if Austin wants to put one of these graphs on, he can just go right in, click on the graph, select the company that he wants, and then just plot it right inside the app, right? He can draw on it. He can use a ruler tool. He can plot other things besides price. He can add more companies. So it's all done natively is kind of the gist to this. And then also with your research. So when I look in, you also have shared portfolio in here. That's one of the things that, most social finance platforms are doing now, but we do it a little bit differently, where you have that shared portfolio with your holdings, your transactions. And then the key is, let's say I see Zoom in here. When I want to look more at Zoom, we take people to the split screen where you get everything we get on Twitter down here. So everyone's talking about it, but then you can go right into an actual research center.
Okay, and let me ask you this: does it just does it pull in all the tweets about Zoom, or is it just the comments that people have posted on your app?
So this is all within Wolf. The goal is we are building this native ecosystem within Wolf. We are collaborating with about 40 creators from Twitter now. Many of them have signed with us to come onto our platform, be posting content on there, helping them build audiences on the platform. One of the reasons,
and then are they like equity partners in the business, or they get like some first mover advantages, or how?
There's some first mover advantages, typically not equity. As a young startup, we're pretty stringent with equity.
Cool. No, I get it. It's cool. Yeah, I think it's a cool platform, man.
Yeah, one of the reasons that they mostly love it is because of the ability to natively sell content in here. I won't go too far into that because some of these are still being built out, but really fun is just the ability to do your research. So I'll just show you one quick thing. So if I see Zoom in here, and this is coming into the app within the next week, so I really suggest people come and try it out. If I wanted to look at Zoom's finances, I can go in here, and then instantly down here, I have all the key ratios plotted out for me over a series of time. So free cash flow graph takes me 5 seconds to make now. And then my favorite part is it's all content. So I can click share, and then it'll share it right into my social feed like you can see here.
Yep, totally cool.
So that's kind of the gist to that.
Okay, so that's sweet. So how do we get the app? This isn't even what I plan on talking about, this is great. That was an awesome little side journey. How do we get to the app?
It is on the App Store. It is on the Play Store. Wolf Financial.
All right, Wolf Financial. All right, I'm gonna look it up now. But what's on your radar, stock wise, or for your users? Like if you have a ton of people posting about a certain stock, I don't know. Any insight you can give us there is always helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. My audience leans heavily towards growth stocks. So some of the names that we've been looking at are Futu, Upstart, classic names I'm sure you're looking at. Penn just took a massive dip. I'm a huge sports betting guy when it comes to that industry. I've been buying into Penn since $6 a share.
Okay, so that was what, like in the COVID lows, basically?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
COVID lows. Right after they made that acquisition of Barstool, right there, that's when I really started getting into it. But, now they're falling down there. Like you can see there at $94 a share. I think, my original price for them was $80 a share when I was going into it. I did sell a little bit at $80 a share. However, then they made further plans to acquire more of Barstool. They also expanded rapidly. When you look at some of the states that they moved into, they had just such a quick mover into those states. They gained market share rapidly without much spending or marketing because of Dave. So I just like them to continue. I'm not going to throw out a price target right now, but I'm consistently holding with this stock. It's hit $140 a share, which is a massive pullback right now. So I'm continuing to roll with it. And then, also Upstart and Futu. I'm going to be doing a little presentation on Futu on Twitter Spaces on May 2nd. And that's another one of my favorites, been in there since $45 a share. Futu is actually doing some stuff similar to Wolf, where they're bringing social and finance together. And that's just one of my favorite industries. So, to see someone already doing it somewhat successfully.
Wait, is Futu Mumu? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, if you don't know Mumu as a brokerage brand, check it out. It's primarily Chinese. They're a partner of Benzinga. They take Benzinga content, right? So that's great. We'll take that. But they have some pretty cool features and like social commenting. Like they're like when our news goes to Mumu, users can then comment on it and say like, oh, I think this news is good. I think this news is bad. The move, there should be a move in the stock price. It's not happening. That I don't know anybody else who does that. So it's sort of neat. So, okay.
Yeah, all right. And you can also live stream on their platform. It's like a brokerage where you can watch people live stream their trading in brokerage, which is just so fascinating. And then, of course,
let's go back to Penn for a second. I want to throw this one out to the crowd. This is a favorite of Zingernation. Zingernation is everybody out there watching, hanging out with us. Guys, if you like Penn still, you're still long the stock or would go long the stock, hit the 1. If not, hit the 2. I want to get a sense as to where everybody's at on this one. But all right, keep going. You're about to give us another one after Futu. But again, I want to see where everybody's at with Penn.
I was just going to say one that I've been running a couple spaces on, and obviously everyone's chatting about is Doge right now. I know that's what we were chatting about. I did a little bit of looking at Doge. I think the most fascinating part about Doge to me is the whale, is the fact that one person owns 28.42% of Doge, roughly valued at $13 billion now, perhaps more. I'm not sure if that changed since I updated. Yeah, it's probably up, probably far up from that. Yeah. So I just think that that's one of the fascinating things. And then the fact that Elon Musk said that Robinhood was the whale just made me laugh.
Okay, and did you see the Doge news that came out, let's see, 46 minutes ago?
What was it?
We got to check this out. Nice Benzinga exclusive that Weeble's about to offer Doge to customers starting tomorrow.
I believe that they actually started with preliminary customers. They've been doing beta testing because this is fun fact. So my mother's actually like a big trader.
Okay,
with me. She used to day trade a bunch. Like we would get into trading all the time. We talk at breakfast, and they gave her beta access to trade Doge on Webull.
Yep, exactly. So tomorrow's the day. It's going to everybody.
Yeah. Coincidentally on 420 Doge Day, right? I could see the spike. I didn't know that this was happening, but I did know that 420 Doge Day and all that. So last night, to me, when those things are happening, I always feel like the bump's going to come the day before, which is today. And, it did happen today. What's Doge up today? A little bit over 11%. So I actually bought yesterday and then sold at the peak today, up about 20%, just because I expected that bump to happen today.
Yep. And then like what you're saying, something I'll talk about. We talked about this at the top of the show, so if you've been with us the whole time, sorry, but I'll bring it up again because it's highly relevant. Cannabis stocks, right? The run into 420. We talked about this one last week, and my line has always been it's not the run into 420. It's like the run to 416, right? The 420 trade is up, right? These stocks aren't performing today. I think like 2014, 2015, it was like such an easy literally like 10, 15% a day in a single day move on 420 on those cannabis stocks. I don't think we're going to get that anymore. That said, every single cannabis stock will probably issue some sort of a PR, or at least a lot of them will. Maybe it'll be a material news, maybe not. But again, if you're trying to buy the cannabis stocks into the run up, I think you missed it already.
Yeah, I think it's not just in the cannabis industry. It's in every single area of the market nowadays where you have to be anticipatory to what's going to happen. And that was what was happening in the end of February, early March, with that drop off in growth stocks, where there was a fuel coming from the stimulus. And I posted mid-February when everyone was making, 5% a day or whatever, I posted saying, I am starting to hedge out my positions. I believe that we are hitting the anticipatory stage. And once the money starts actually coming, and I built out, it was like a 10 tweet thread about like when the money's actually going to come, that I believe that people were going to be leaving the market weeks in advance. And I wish I'd taken out more of my money because I had some of the conviction, but here we are building back up.
Yep, exactly. All right, and then last thing I'll ask you: any opinions or thoughts on the big crypto correction that we saw? Was that Saturday night, Sunday morning?
Yeah, I mean, I know that there was a little bit of news about some government agencies looking into some crypto places. I'm not too worried about it. I love, I think everyone tweets it now. I think Pomp started it, which is crypto crashes to levels unseen since last week. And I just fully agree with that. It's a zoom out picture to me. I've been in Bitcoin since 14K. So up about 400% there. Ethereum since $500, up about 400, 500%. Even Bitcoin Cash, I'm up like 100%. So I zoom out with the picture. I look at the long term. If you want to find a person who's going to convince you that it's a great investment, David G. Zahler on Twitter. He has written over 1,000 articles on Bitcoin. I'm doing a podcast with him actually tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow.
Nice. Okay.
So we're going to be talking about like why you should understand the need in this world for Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as a couple of the other altcoins and areas. So I'm not too worried.
All right. I'll take it. And you're check this out. You're saying like when you got into Ethereum, right? when we had the Coinbase IPO last week, a couple weeks before that, I was creating a Coinbase account, just like check out the product, have some idea, but before the company goes public. And it says email address already exists for an account. I'm like, no shit. Okay. Looked at it. Apparently I bought 2 Ethereum back in 2015. I'm like, wow,
very nice.
That was like the easiest $4 or $5 grand I ever made in my life. Okay, great.
Those are like the texts that I'm getting. Like I went over to a friend's house yesterday and he's like, yeah, I just found 7,000 Dogecoin that I bought at like 0.003. Yes. And, so everyone's finding them, hopefully waking up with money. I think that the funniest part is also because, what Bitcoin was used for so often back in mid-teens, which was to buy fake IDs. That was like a huge use for it, was people were buying fake IDs. And now you have these college kids who they had like 1 or 2 or 10 left over, finding them in their wallets, right?
Yep. Great move. See, crime does pay. That's the takeaway from this show, guys. Crime does pay.
Love it. Benzinga.
hell no.
Cool. Awesome, man. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming on. Do you have any socials or anything you want to plug? You already talked about the app. I don't know if you want to drop that one again, but
yeah, just 3 things I would say would be the app, which is Wolf Financial on the App Store, on the Play Store. Similarly, the Twitter handle. So I do a ton of Twitter Spaces. I bring on a lot of people who you've seen on Benzinga, whether that's Jonah and dozens of others. So at Wolf_Financial. And then if you want to check out my personal stuff, it's at Gov Blacksburg. No underscore, no space in between. My name, like right as on the screen.
All right. I like it, man. Thanks for hopping on today, showing us the app. It's pretty cool. I downloaded it. I'll check it out in a little bit.
Appreciate it. Hot Stocks
Awesome,
Luke, you're the man. Thank you for bringing me on.
For sure, man. All right. Talk soon.
All right. Take care.
All right, guys. That was pretty cool. All right. I like that app. Let's check it out in a little bit. But if you're just joining us, let's do producer Rohan. Are you still there? Nope, we don't have producer Rohan. You're still here?
I'm here. I just had to hit my unmute
do you want to fly? Do you want to just fly? I've got tickers. I have tickers. I don't have time. All right. First things first, would you mind grabbing my water? Is my voice getting a little throaty? But all right, guys, if you're just joining us today, preview of what's to come, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to do 5 topics in the next 10 minutes. So we're going to do Bitcoin, the crypto stocks. We're going to do Clover, support.com, Peloton, and Alibaba, all between now and 1 o'clock Eastern. So we're about to start flying. We have Mr. Raznick, Mr. Jason Raznick, CEO of Benzinga, coming on second half of the show. So he'll be here in just a few minutes. CEO of Webull is going to be coming on to talk about Dogecoin and the rollout of Dogecoin and what they expect for that. So we have questions for Webull. Thinking about getting into Webull, have those questions ready and stored up. But all right, guys, let's get flying. We'll start it off with crypto, Bitcoin. We just talked about it with Gav for a second. He sort of gave us the, hey, I don't think that, he's not concerned about the sell-off. I've got like a good and a bad here. Okay, so the bad. Let's go to the live portfolio. This is my live brokerage account, right? We show it every single day. All the stocks that I actually own, even on bad days, right? We're down $2,300 today. Not a great day. Part of the reason, of course, we have SPY down. I own a ton of SPY, as you guys know. That doesn't help. The other one, horrible timing. Thank you, producer Rohan. Greatly appreciated. This is my savior today. All right, where's Mara? We bought Mara literally last week. Mara, we bought it last week, down 12.5% on the position today. Oh shoot, I'm not even share my screen. There we go. There's the screen. All right. See here, you can see the big red day down $2,300. Here's all the stocks that we have. Mara, we bought it literally last Friday, like a day ago. before the big Bitcoin crash, down 12.5% there, down 13% on the position. $39 average price, $34 right now. Here's the move with Mara. Let's pull up the chart. Let's zoom into 1 day. All right, we have the low in. It also appears that maybe the low is in. Somebody saying make producer on your personal slave. No, sorry, I got to talk for an hour straight. Okay, my voice runs out. I'm doing it for you guys. But the low is in. It looks like maybe in Bitcoin, maybe a Marathon. If Bitcoin and Marathons, they are going to move together, right? You can think about Marathon as pretty much like a triple levered Bitcoin fund, like Bitcoin ETF, basically. If these lows hold, I'm going to hold the position and let's see what happens. If Mara gives up these lows, I'm going to bomb out of it earlier or later today. Right? I was thinking about closing the position this morning. I decided let's do it on the show together. That ended up costing me. But that's what happens when you try to make all your trades on the show, because if I don't, people say that I'm a bullshitter. So it's sort of like a double-edged sword. You can't please everyone, both your account balance and the show. But now the new level is this low. We'll watch it. We'll see if it gives up that low. I'm going to close it later today. Let's look at our other Bitcoin stocks. They're all looking pretty much the same. Like if we look at a Riot blockchain, exact same chart pattern there. Voyager Digital, my favorite one. I did close the position last week, so I got lucky here. If we zoom out to a 5-day chart here, let's see. It must have been right around here that we had the Coinbase IPO. I sold my shares as soon as Voyager couldn't hold the Coinbase. Sorry, I sold my shares of Voyager as soon as Coinbase couldn't hold its open price of 381. And I've been sitting on the sidelines ever since. If you guys are still in this, the chart doesn't look great. That said, I do expect them to put up some awesome Q1 numbers. We're not going to get those numbers until the end of May. That's when the official announcement from the company will come out. If the share price seems to stabilize and it's now at like a 35% discount to when I got out of it, I may be re-entering there at the very least. I would expect to get into it into the upcoming earnings report. So there's the move there on Voyager, guys. Let's throw out a couple more of these tickers. SOS, I saw somebody drop into the chat. Same thing, right? So for me, it's waiting and seeing with that Mara position. If Voyager, if Bitcoin holds that low that it put in, if it doesn't, I might get out for the interim. And again, for all my Voyager people out there, I see somebody in the chat saying it held 20 twice, but didn't today. Yeah, I mean, that's what will happen when Bitcoin drops in price. Here's the other big positive for Voyager that I can give you guys. And again, I sort of have a sneak peek at some analytics. And I can see what people are reading on Benzinga.com. If we pull this chart back up, you see the world went freaking Doge crazy over the past week. All the top stories, all top 8 of these stories right here on Benzinga.com are about Dogecoin. Voyager does allow users to trade Dogecoin. So there's a positive catalyst for you there. If you're looking for one, we could get Voyager coming out and putting out some release saying, hey, we got all these Doge accounts, but it's yet to be determined. Next up on the docket, let's keep flying. Clover Health, ticker CLOV, getting another pop today. Again, this is one that Jason, did you know that we kicked off this climb in Clover Health last week? Look at this chart, 5-day chart.
How do you know that?
Wayne Duggan got an exclusive number from S3, the short selling analytics firm that said that 144% of the float was sold short. He talks to those guys, reported it on Benzinga. The very next day, look at the share price. That's when you see those massive green candles there. These are all 1-minute candles. We get carried through the next 2 days. Another hot Benzinga story. And Jason, did you know too, when we dropped that Webull story earlier today, the price of Doge actually moved off of that?
No, I did not.
If you guys are not using Benzinga Pro, you're missing out. We put all of these exclusive stories. We put them in red. Try to make it easy for you guys. If it's red, pay attention. Doesn't mean trade on it, but at least look at it. It's worth your time. Pro.benzinga.com, 2 weeks free. I'm still in Clover, still holding on to it, still down on it. But let's let this momentum keep running. Again, that 144% of the float sold short, squeezing some of those shorts out. There's definitely still short interest in the stock. So who knows if
that's amazing
or not.
That's amazing. We're printing money and there's 490 or something like that. How are there not more likes and subscribes on this thing today?
I know.
Wow. That's crazy. So Luke, did you see this? Hold on. May want to get or let me go to a 2-panel frame.
Here, I got it. Okay, you got it. Okay. Wow.
Did you read what it says?
Image. Striking similarities.
It says buy Dogecoin.
Yeah. I don't know if that was part of like the joke or if the guy just didn't know.
No, he said there's a dog on the Dogecoin. I don't know.
Yeah, the Shinu Ibu or whatever.
Yeah, so that was his logic.
All right, so we got some good comments in the chat.
And do you like?
Can you turn this into an NFT?
Do you like this art piece I bought? No.
Yes. Yeah, it's cool.
Could be an NFT.
I think it's an NFT.
Oh, you can't hear me probably because I'm away from the microphone.
No, I can hear you. Sounds good.
So you're
back in your normal place. You have a very nice background compared to the white wall. We got
back.
a comment in the chat saying Jason is hot. If you guys agree, hit that one in the chat. He's back for us.
Yeah.
If you disagree, don't hit 2.
So that I didn't buy that art piece though. My niece made that.
Oh, so then it's really good. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. But that's crazy on the Doge and then the previous week.
We got so much love. I got literally dozens of pings from traders over this weekend being like, nice find on that Clover Health Benzinga. And like people asking like deep questions. I just kept referring them all over to Wayne. I'm like, he'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Like, how are you calculating XYZ? I'm like, I don't know. I don't have the time to figure this out.
And Luke, so your Voyager, what were you saying? They're going to come out and talk about how much Doge is being traded?
Well, yeah. So Voyager's it's off about 40% off the highs now. The Coinbase not holding its IPO price has been problematic. That said, basically Voyager and Robinhood until tomorrow are the 2 major vehicles for people to be able to buy Dogecoin in the US. We saw Voyager go to top 10-ish in the finance charts in the App Store. So the company may come out and say, hey, we opened a ton of accounts for people to trade Doge. I don't know. So that could be a positive catalyst if people are looking out for one. But tomorrow we have a new entrance in the Doge market. I think you're going to be having him on the stream in a little bit.
Which one?
Weeble.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Am I on the stream today or tomorrow?
Oh, I don't know. Is he coming tomorrow? All right, we'll figure that out. One of the 2 days. The Doge trading is rolling out to all users tomorrow. Again, shout out Chris Catchy getting that exclusive story out there. Well, while you look at that one, I'll give you guys an update. Support.com SPRT. I've been short this one. Keeps going. Let me put my screen back up here. Boom. Check that out. I'm going to zoom us out, guys. All right. Here look all the way. Here, I'll go to. Here's a 3-month chart. You saw that green candle. We bought $5 puts on the thing when the stock was still in the 8s, getting followed through downside today. I spent 67 cents on the let's see, the $5 puts. The stock is at 330. So ROI on this trade right now, for anybody who got into it with me, I know there's at least a few of you. This is a trade. So we're up 253% on our support.com short right now. We are short the shares. I'm going to be closing that at some point today.
Why'd you short that?
So check this out. Support.com. When you hear a name like support.com, what business do you think that they're in?
I know
customer support. That seems reasonable. They came out and they said, hey, we're now a Bitcoin miner, right? Like total bullshit PR said, hey, we're not support anymore. We're not customer support. We're now a Bitcoin miner. Stock went from 2 to 9 instantly. We bought puts on it then. Stock's down to 330 now. I'm going to close the short at some point today. Because I hate holding, low price stocks like this as a short. So I'll close it at some point today before we get the 4 p.m. news. But right now the momentum is against this thing. Let's see if we can get another, 10, 20 cents off of the stock today. But again, anybody who got in this trade with me, we did it live on the show, 250% return. Let's go, baby.
You're doing it. You're doing it again. I mean, that's good. My shorts, I sold some stuff today. I trimmed some stuff that I was up on. and like even stuff that I was down on. I mean, when the stuff's not trading my way, like so for Penn National, Luke, it's in a stage where there's not direction. Even though they're launching in new states, there's not direction with it. So I trimmed a little bit. I bought a big position live on the show one day, and I didn't trim any, and I should have at the 105, 104, but I didn't. So today I trimmed, 10 shares or whatever or something, nothing huge at 94, 95. And then someone's texting me about roadblocks. What are our thoughts? What's it doing today?
Let's look at Roblox, RBLX. And Jason, I might have something positive to say about Peloton stock too. Roblox down 4% today. That's not a crazy move for this stock, though. This stock is still pretty volatile, guys. Here are one-day candles since the direct listing that took place, I don't know, a couple months ago, a month ago now.
So you could have it at 67. It went to 80, I think. And so there you go. You know what I mean?
Yep, I know what you mean.
So
but let's look at Peloton really quick. I saw this one in the chat several times. Again, here's 1 year chart, daily candles on Peloton, stocks off almost 10%. Basically, Consumer Product Safety Commission came out.
Yep, I saw it.
Yeah, they warned people with small children and small pets not to use their Peloton treadmills around them. Company came out defending itself. It's sort of tough to call a move on a stock like this. I would look at this as more of a non-news item than a news item. Like I don't know about the Peloton treadmill, but I would imagine that it's similar to any other treadmill. I don't know if anybody in the chat can clarify that. Like, is there anything that makes a Peloton treadmill riskier than any other treadmill? I don't know.
Maybe because the
higher off the ground.
Maybe I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know. The levels to watch, guys, right below 100. We've got a series of lows there. So if you're looking at it technically, those are the levels to watch. I'll zoom in on this chart here. There you go. You can see low, right below this 100 mark. So I don't know. It's very sad news. Is it material for the stock? We don't know. So I would lean to say no. Because, again, I can't imagine it's significantly different than any other treadmill out there. But that's the move there on Peloton, guys. But all right, Jason.
Okay. We do have a guest, right, Luke?
Yep. I see a guest hanging out in the waiting room.
Okay, so we're going to bring the guest on to special guest.
Your dark bookcase looks awesome. It looks so much better than before.
The navy blue. It's navy blue and gray. I don't have a special camera on here right now, but navy blue and gray.
Your background just looks like rich wood. I don't know.
It does.
I like it. Yeah, it's good.
That's good. And by the way, are people trading actively today? What's the story? How are people doing out there? Are they moving? Well, let's bring on the guest. Luke, are you out of here?
I'm out of here. Is that all right?
Yeah. We're
gonna go hustle up some money.
Yeah. Go hustle up some money, guys. If you want to talk to Luke off hours. Go into Benzinga Pro. Luke is off in there talking
hanging
stuff,
out in the chat, talking ideas, talking trades.
Jet. And we have a guest that we're excited to bring on in a minute. But if you don't want to miss Luke, and as always, send a note to your brokerage that they should add Benzinga or to Yahoo or whoever, and let's go from there. Okay. Thanks, Luke, for hosting the first hour and breaking those stories that move stocks. That is crazy on Dogecoin and et cetera, et cetera. So keep it up, man. All right. Peace. Oh, he's gone. Okay, so now I'm doing my thing, bringing my guests. I'm bringing the energy. It's just me here, but no, we're gonna have a guest. I got to do my little intro. Here we go. Don't leave, Zingernation. You're here. Be here or be square. All right, so we're with Ree Westwood. How are you?
Hey, Jason. I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. How is Monday treating you?
Monday is a typical Monday, sending emails, crushing money.
How are you crushing money? You making some good trades today?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm too afraid to open my account. I want to see where my Dogecoin investment went.
Do you have Dogecoin?
I have a decent amount of Dogecoin, and I'm waiting for it to go up so I can buy myself a new pair of Jimmy Choos.
Okay. Do you have any other cryptos?
Ethereum, Bitcoin. I'm very into crypto. I think NFTs are the future. Crypto is like the thing to go for.
Got it. So what about you creating your own NFT? What do you think about that?
I want to NFT every single one of my most iconic tweets and every Wall Street confession that's gotten over like 4,000 likes.
Got it. Yeah, and so Rhea and I have been on Clubhouse together, late night, the different rooms, talking stuff. She has an Instagram, WallStreetConfessions. What made you start that?
Yeah, so I was recruiting for investment banking my freshman and sophomore year of college, and as I was doing it, I was following a lot of other accounts like Trust and Carry, Not Your Father's Broker, Liquidity, and a lot of them seemed to just be posting memes. And as I was recruiting, I was noticing a lot of patterns within the cycle and within banking. And something I wanted to do was just shed light on what's going on in the world and what people in financial services are going through, working 70, 80, 90 hours a week.
Got it. And so you just started it off by posting like memes, that kind of thing?
No, so I incidentally have a lot of friends who work in finance, and when I started the page, I think like the first 3 things were things I just like made my friends tell me. I was like, you work on Wall Street, I started this page, you have to give me content. And then people just started sending in their own confessions, and it was great.
Got it. And so at first, was it like just no followers, and then all of a sudden you just started posting and it started taking off? Like, I just want to know what happens. You have 111,000 followers. Okay. Was it like were you ever like stuck at 3,000? And then at 3,000, you how did you go from 3,000 to, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think at the beginning I was gaining like a few hundred a week. I was going really fast. I was networking with all the other accounts, asking them to repost me. And I was fully anonymous up until about a year ago. And all I did was post twice a day, every day, and bother the other accounts to repost me. So that's kind of how I got my start. I don't think I ever got stuck, except for maybe around 75,000. The road to 100,000 followers is always tough. That's one of my favorite tweets.
The road to that's what got it. I mean, this one, when I got divorced for the first time, I want the NFT and paper, NFT papers. So I want to NFT the papers. That's an interesting one. And how many years has it been? Is it like they've been doing this Instagram account for?
It's been 2 years. I started it in January of 2019.
2019. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, 111,000 followers on Instagram is definitely a hefty number. I mean, you have to know what you're talking about. You need to know investment banking lingo. Like, you can't just have 111,000 followers. I mean, you could buy them, but I'm saying for real followers, that's not a small amount. I mean, at all. Like, we have a Benzinga Instagram, which we never did anything with our Benzinga Instagram until about 3 months ago, or maybe like where we have someone actively posting. But it's like it's the thing. So are you each day spending a couple hours on this thing? Like, how much time are you spending on it?
I would say it varies because I do have a day job that keeps me very happy and very busy. But lately I've been doing something called the morning briefing, where I'll spend like 10, 15 minutes looking up articles, posting them on my stories, getting reactions from my followers. And then it takes quite a bit of time to find like good content, because people have sent me hundreds and thousands of like submissions of just like things that they're going through or things that they want to talk about. And I kind of have to go through without any biases and just kind of go in and pick the best content. And that takes out a good chunk of my time to really find like what to post on any given day.
Got it. We need you to start going to Benzinga more and posting some stuff from there.
Yeah. Benzinga Confessions.
Benzinga Confessions, or some headlines, whatever it is. Crazy news. A lot of crazy news this week, and a lot of sad news. I mean, the 2 people hit a tree and the Tesla burned up, and then the Peloton news of kids in the treadmills. I mean, I guess you don't make memes of that because it's sad real life stories. But like, what do you look for in the ultimate meme? Is there something you look for? Is it like, in a movie they say you need suspense, you need sadness, then you need excitement. Like, is there something you look for in your ultimate Instagram? Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really post memes. I post confessions. Occasionally, some of them are funny. Things I look for, just anything a little dramatic, anything that's shedding light on a shared experience that a lot of people tend not to talk about. Lately, I've been posting quite a bit of content about burnout, about working long hours, and how people are feeling over at the bigger banks like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, etc. So that's a hot topic right now.
Got it. And so with posting that, are you getting like other people to reach out to you and tell you stories of the long hours? Like, what happens like in that regard?
Yeah, I mean, many people reach out to me, they DM me, they want to share their story and not be anonymous, and they just want someone to listen. And I am happy to be that person over direct message, or if they're commenting something. And something really great that spurred from what I'm doing is Rich Handler, the CEO of Jefferies. He engages with most, if not all, of my posts, and he gives people lots of great advice. And it's just this amazing thing for him to give so much wisdom to junior employees. And I think junior employees deserve that level of connection with senior management.
Wow. I mean, that is that is pretty cool. That Rich Handler, he is like on an active basis engaging in that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if you look through the posts, it's like almost every post he's chiming in on people's relationship problems, how people feel about working. Something I personally love is when I'll post something about gender inequity and Rich kind of chimes in and, speaks up for women. I think that's so important in this day and age. We should have a better environment for women on Wall Street. And I'm glad that I can be able to foster that conversation and that Rich chimes in when he gets the chance.
Got it. And have you met any of these guys like Rich Handler in person?
I haven't met Rich Handler in person yet. I've spoken to him on the phone a few times. I'm actually good friends with his daughter, Skylar. So we see each other now and then. Got it.
Okay. So your Instagram account, WallStreetConfessions, is there anything else you want people to know about it that are listening to the show? I mean, there's a lot of traders. As you see, they're asking about EV companies, CHPT, SELI. Is there anything else that they should look for? Actually, before you answer that question, are you in New York?
I am. I'm on the Upper East Side.
Okay, so what's your overall feeling in New York? Is it rebounding? This is from NCAL asking.
It's coming back. I mean, things are happening slowly but surely. Everyone's getting vaccinated. I just got my second shot of Moderna last week.
Were you sick?
And I'm just excited. I was sick. I was in bed for like 2 days. And this weekend was a little rough, but I mean, I'm getting over it, and I'm very excited to see the city open back up.
I don't know if this Moderna I don't know if Moderna gets people sicker or not, because I swear, like, I know 2 people got Moderna and they were super sick. Mm-hmm. I got Pfizer and I wasn't sick, but I don't know. Maybe
everyone I know with Pfizer has been fine, and with J&J, aside from those 6 people who got blood clots. But yeah, I think Moderna is a little rough for the second shot.
Got it. Have you ever traded for the prop shop or anything like that?
No, I actually just got into investing like maybe a year ago. Before that, I just wanted to be in a good financial place before I started getting into like putting my money into things. Got it.
It makes sense. So now you're learning by watching all these confessions.
Yeah, I mean, I watch Benzinga. I look at all of your content. I sit in on clubhouses, and I take the information and I throw my money into stocks instead of shoes.
That's smart. That's smarter, because once you buy those Jimmy Choos and wear them, the value comes down. It's like a car, right? Once you get,
I would argue that many of the guys who follow me on Twitter would pay for my Jimmy Choos, but
that's
no, I'm
true.
kidding.
No, you probably could get a lot of Jimmy Choos sent your way. I mean, that's a freaking good point. I mean, I never thought of it that way. So you never know. People may send you gifts. Who knows? All right. So if people want to follow you, they can follow you on Instagram at WallStreetConfessions. It's 111,000 followers. They can find you on Clubhouse. That's where I found you.
Yeah.
And you're pretty active, engaged, and you live in the Upper East Side. So you have a feel of New York. What about restaurants? Have you gone to any restaurants yet?
Oh, I've been going to restaurants for a little bit now. Yeah, it's really fun. But also follow me on Twitter, NYC Sad Girl. My financial advisor, Parikh Patel, CFA, is always on there roasting me about my sushi choices. So yeah, check me out, NYC Sad Girl on Twitter. I have a Substack. That's in my Twitter and my Instagram bio over on NYC Sad Girl. And yeah, that's what I'm up to lately.
All right. How's the Substack going?
It's going well. I weekly send out an email about what I'm reading, the art I'm looking at, stuff I'm doing. And yeah, if you don't want to read The New Yorker, check out my Substack. All
right. Well, thank you for coming on. If you don't want to read The New Yorker, go to her Substack. Makes sense. You can her Twitter and all the stuff are in the chat here. You can see her on TikTok, whatever you guys want. Ree Westwood, thank you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Finally, I know we've been talking about it for a little bit, so thank you for coming on. I got to get the double screen. There it goes. And we will see you soon. Let people know that we're here. So thank you.
Yeah, we're here. Thanks for having me, Jason.
Yep.
Later.
Thank you, Ree. Yep. Talk to you later. Guys, that was Ree Westwood. She is, awesome, and someone I met on TikTok or Clubhouse. Loves the investing market. I do like people that like Poshmark. I would have asked her about that. Hank's mom. That was a good question. Hank's mom. I did not think of asking that one. That was a good one. The resale market. Good question. Let's open up the brokerage account and see what's going on today. What we're doing. We have some downdrafts in the market today. I had some, Tesla. You guys know I own a lot of. So that was. That's taken a hit. And why am I so hot? What do you mean? Okay, solar up. Any issue with bringing just any influencer? No, we don't want to bring any influencer on because, we can bring on a violinist influencer, but I just don't think it relates. So thank you for the idea, solar up. In the future, maybe though. No, my cheeks are a little red. This room that I'm in this room at my house, and it is very hot in here. It's so annoying. I just opened the window because I'm so hot. So, yeah. So the blushing, I don't know. That's really just my cheeks are freaking hot. Okay. Bill.com. Let's see if there's any positions that I'm buying up on. My hog is up 54% today. Why is hog up so much? Look at that. HOG. So let's look at my hog. Let's share that screen. Let's go. All right, share the screen. Let's talk. Do what you say what you do. Hold on. All right, here we go. Okay, make it bigger for your eyes. All right, here we go. What do you want me to read about? Yeah, Matt, thank you for the compliments. I appreciate it. Just kidding, Matt. I know you're joking. All right. Here we go. Hog, HOG. We are up 270 on the calls. October 1st. Aaron Bree, why is Hog up? Show me that stream. Okay, what does he have up? He has Love Sack. No, Aaron, give me Hog, HOG, buddy. Can you zoom in a little bit? Okay, why are we up 11%? Let's see if my thing played out. Oh, yeah, I don't understand. It's supposed to be a week ago. Wait, go down. Is there news on Hog? No. Can you scroll down? Can you go to the Benzinga? Not all. BZ Wire. Okay, hold on. All right, they reported better than expected numbers. Yeah, baby, and raised motorcycle revenue. This is what I played out. This is what my trade was. So Hog is up because exactly. So they report. Is that earnings this week? I don't know why Aaron can't talk and tell me. I'm just like, I don't have Benzinga Pro open. I'll open it right now. All right, I'll go do it. But I wanted to share my screen, but no one will. All right, let's wish someone would tell me what's going on with Hog, but I don't know. Earnings. Thank you, man. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. So now let's go do my thing here. Let's go do it. So since Aaron wouldn't do that, okay. So now here's my account. I bought hog because I thought earnings would be amazing. So I bought 1826. My total gain 60. So I'm gonna sell. So there's $3,000. I'm gonna sell half the position right now. Okay, so here we go. Because my theory played out, right? Of that earnings would be strong. I didn't have the date, but they're today. So, hey, Aaron, put the watermark on the on when you're showing a symbol. People don't know what we're doing here. Make it easy. How many options did I own? Did you guys see, or we missed that? All right, I'll have to look up and see what we owned. It doesn't have it. I want to sell some hog. Let's sell half the position right now. Okay. So we're gonna go sell. So we have just 4. All right, nothing crazy. We're gonna hit close. We're gonna sell 2. We're gonna put a limit on it. Good for 60 days. The ask right now, the bid is 740. So we're gonna go. The last was 790. So we're gonna go 790. It's a little sale. I'll keep the other 2. Let them run. Thank you for the numbers. All right. So this was one that I said play into earnings. Aaron, remember the watermark on the hog stuff. Okay. 790. He put it on there, guys. He has it up there now. He got it back. He's doing better. Okay. He's working hard. He just does. I don't know why he's not talking to me. All right. So let's see what else we got moving today. So we're selling 2 of the hogs. We have 2 open orders. ASO I own. Yes, that's correct. Let's go back to my screen. So ASO we own. I'm down $153 on it. Why do I own ASO? I will tell you in a second. I think that's American. Yeah, I sold some today, actually. It has to do with, sports, ammunition, the whole thing. And I don't know. It's not really trading the way I want it to trade. So it's not. That's why I'm reducing my position in ASO, to be honest. It's up today, but it's not trading. The one that I do own a decent amount still is in TAP, T-A-P. I gave that one a while ago. I worked with Chris Camillo on this one, and we're up about 9%. So that one I'm not selling yet. I'll keep it. Wendy's, I keep as just a nice dividend play, up 100%. Tasked, I haven't sold this in a nice year. So the total gain here, let's do so Tasked, we're at 34,000. I should probably sell 1,000 shares. I have not yet. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I'm not. OSW, I talked to you guys about that spas on cruise ships. I think we're getting closer to that. I think you see OSW at 12 to 13. Funko, as you guys know, NFT play. Del Taco, I've trimmed for a while. Let's see if you have any comments for me. Okay. Yeah, NKL, all the little things add up. Aaron Bria, he knows that. So Zynga got upgraded and did not hold the gain. Aaron, will you pull up Zynga, please? ZNGA, please. ZNGA. It's up 1 cent, but what can I get a daily on that? Not a monthly. Can you give me a daily or 2-day? Thank you. So yeah, so this is no, that's not a daily, dude. That's a 1 week. Just give me a day. All right. I don't know what's going on. So okay, so there is that daily. I don't know. All right. I guess Aaron doesn't know how to do a daily, so I'll do a daily. All right. So Funko, Taco, US Steel. You guys in the chat told me I need to buy US Steel because it's going to have crazy numbers in April, May. So far hasn't played out. 6. So this is one that I said 6 and 60. If the market, holds steady, I see 6. I see people going to parks, buying, rides, doing outdoor activities. It's Corona. I'm not gonna say Corona proof, but it's the closest thing. So I mean, other than staying home, so I would say I'm staying in 6. You guys see my position there. Oh, you want to see? Here, let's go to. You want to see BTN? Okay, so BTN, I'm down. As you guys see, it was basically flat. I didn't sell any today. I was gonna sell some today, but I did not. Probably maybe should have. I sold some pen today. The other one I did sell a little bit of. Let's see if it's here in the list of stocks. FGF. I'm not saying for you guys to sell it, but I just, I took a little bit off. I didn't take off in BTN. I put a sell order for BTN at $5. I put not all of it, just a little bit, but I don't see my FGF. Where'd that go? See, guys, I have losers too. I mean, look at my options on a couple of those stocks that I've lost on. So FGF, I took a little bit off today. So I took a little bit off of FGF. Leslie Pool Supplies, I'm up still 8%. I'm hanging in there. I'm not buying anymore. I'm happy with the position size. That's how I got it. Okay. Now let's go to any other question. What's everyone's next one? Well, U.S. Steel, I didn't think it made sense, but there's a guy in the chat. I have screenshots who said that I need to buy U.S. Steel, so I'm holding it. It was Cameron Dole, maybe? Okay, cool. Thank you. What am I buying today? What am I buying today? What did I buy today? Let's go see. Hold on. I would like some music here. Let me get some of this on. Hold on one sec, guys. Okay, let's see what I traded so far today. 1 second. I got a voicemail. So I didn't really buy much today, guys. I was more selling. I sold some. I sold a little bit more Tesla. I sold a little FGF, Penn, and ASO. That's kind of what I did today. I didn't really buy anything. I felt like I'm too on margin. SYSX, we obviously talked about that with the CEO. We had them on. And then I have until January on my X calls. Yeah, I have only until May on my X calls. That's the problem. So, yeah, so that's the problem. Okay, Spencer Israel wants to come on right now. Hold on. Let's get Spencer Israel on. You like Cleveland Cliffs?
Am I on the stream?
Yeah, you called in?
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I forgot. I lost track of time.
It's okay. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I wanted to ask you if you wanted to come on the stream tomorrow morning to break some Benzinga news, but I don't want to do it now because the news is not broken.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the Benzinga news is, but okay. But
well, that's what I called.
Okay. So yeah, you're on the stream. We have a crypto show coming up at 2 p.m. Is that correct? Or not 2 p.m.?
We've got David Green. David Green at 2 p.m.
And what does great David Green do?
So David Green is partners with Peter Tuchman, who is the most recognizable name on the face of Wall. He's the Einstein of Wall Street.
Yep.
David Green runs a trading room. He's been trading for decades. Very successful guy. Has a very, very good approach to trading. And he basically just live streams his room with us for an hour on Mondays.
That's cool. So
he's honestly, like, I think he's great. I'm not just saying that. I do think he's great.
I like it. Okay. So that's on at 2. And then there's a crypto show today too, I think.
Not to my knowledge.
Well, that's what Aaron.
We have a crypto guest at 1:30.
I don't know what Aaron Bree's smoking, man.
Oh, he says there's a crypto guest on, but he doesn't tell me that. So
that's what I said. Okay.
No, the guy said, "Are you still having the crypto?" Look, you read the question. I mean, let's go. Let's scroll.
He said, "Are you still having David Gokhshtein on to talk about crypto, and he's in the waiting room. It was Brian Blockchain that asked it. I'll put the comment up.
All right, I'll scroll up. Let's see what Brian's question is. Because you wrote yes, Brian Blockchain, but Brian Blockchain asked this question. Let's see. I got to scroll up. That was you didn't answer him right away. Then where is it? Where did Brian Blockchain ask that? Is David coming to the show to talk crypto today? All right, to the show. So okay, so he's referring to this show.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, that's what he's talking about. Okay, no, he's. Do you want to come on to Israel right now?
I thought I was on it, but I can hop on with you. Yeah.
Yeah, with Aaron Bree maybe to talk crypto, since you guys know it better than me.
Oh, jeez, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, I would say that. You definitely know it better than me.
Yeah. Let me get my,
All I own is USDC and Bitcoin and a little Ethereum. That's what I own. Oh, and I own the Voyager coin. That's it. You know. All right, we're lucky to have Spencer Israel to come on. The Webull CEO is coming on with me tomorrow at I think 1 o'clock. Let me double check. At 1 o'clock, is that cool? Okay, we can do tomorrow. And so that's not what you were referring to, right? Or maybe you were. I don't know.
No,
is that what you were?
That's not what I was referring to.
Okay. So Adam Smith, my portfolio is down today. It's down like I don't know, a couple percent. It's down.
Wait, don't you have a guest on now, or am I making that up?
Yeah, I think there's a guest coming, but you and Bree are gonna do it.
Okay. Well, I don't even know where Bree is.
He's right here in the room. Producer Aaron B.
Okay.
Aaron, are you there?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
But where's your camera's not on?
I don't know. I got to get that set up. Hold on.
Set up?
Yeah, I'm on a different setup today. I'm not on my laptop.
All right. Well, what'd you say, Spencer? Go ahead.
While I do that, can I just bring on our guest because he's waiting here in the background?
Yeah, I'm going to do my thing right now.
All right.
Okay. But make sure Bree's ready to go. All right. We have a guest coming on to talk crypto. David, are you there? 3 users in the stream audio. I don't see David's face on it. Where did he go?
Yeah, David, I think your camera's off.
Is his camera off, maybe?
David's joining us just audio only today.
Audio. Awesome. David, welcome.
Oh.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
Show.
David, help us make sense of the Dogecoin madness. When does this end?
I don't know. I mean, it's what the people want. Right now, the people want Dogecoin. I mean, literally, it's just like everywhere I look, every DM I open up, it's all about Doge. There's no talk in the past few weeks. There's been no talk to me about Bitcoin, about Ethereum. It's all about Doge. And it's like it's basically the meme economy right now.
Yeah, we're on way to David Gokhshtein. He's the founder of Gokhshtein Media. And so tell us about those interactions, though. Like, I want to know, like, is your barber talking to you about Dogecoin? Is your wife's cousin, your neighbor, like who in your life is talking about Doge right now?
Every single person. Like, I've been in the space for a while now. For me, I talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum.
Yeah.
Dogecoin has done something really cool, and it's honestly bringing people into the space that would have came into crypto 5 years down the line. So now they're coming in early through Dogecoin. There's no tribalism. It's a fun community, and it's actually leading people that go into Dogecoin into looking into, let's say, Bitcoin or Ethereum a week or two in to them purchasing Doge or becoming a part of the community. So I think it's a really good onboarding tool, and people need to understand what it is. It is a meme coin. Started off as a joke. Again, it's a meme coin. It onboards people, but yeah, everybody's talking to me about Dogecoin, whether it's cousins, relatives, the barber, everyone wants to know, is it going to $1? Is it going to $2 with this infinite supply that it can go ahead and produce?
Well, no, but I want to know like one story. Is there one person specifically that you were like, oh, okay, like this person maybe shouldn't be talking about this with me, or no?
You know what? I haven't had one of those conversations. All I have is, I wish I could show you the DMs. It's just like, hey, do you think this is going to $1? Is this the next Bitcoin? I'm like, no, it's not. It's not. But it's up to the people to decide what is what. The people decide, what is what. But do I think it overtakes Bitcoin or Ethereum? No, it's not. It's one of those things right now where, again, it's onboarding new people into the space.
But like at some point, like if your mom like were to like come to you and be like, and you would have to be like, okay, mom, like chill, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
At some point,
100%. Like I'm gonna say, mom, you should go and look at Bitcoin, look at Ethereum. Bitcoin, obviously, if you look at everything, all the institutions, all the corporations are coming in. They are, buying Bitcoin up as a store of value, something to hedge against. Ethereum will be next, if not already. Doge is not the one. I mean, it's nice. Mark Cuban has, has incorporated it into the Dallas Mavericks team shops, so where you can actually purchase stuff with Dogecoin, but it's not going any further than that. But who am I to say? I mean, I didn't think Dogecoin was going to go above 15 cents. Look at it now. So I'm not one to go ahead and really say anything. It can go to $1. It can go to $2. Now, financial advice, of course.
David, do you think really that there are people out there that don't own Bitcoin that are entering the cryptocurrency market via Dogecoin and then using that? Really? You think that?
They are coming in through Robinhood. I hate Robinhood. I'm sorry, guys, if you like Robinhood or you're sponsored by them, but
you're like native.
I dislike Robinhood. I would tell everybody to delete that app, but people are coming through Robinhood. It's very easy. Look, people are not going to pay $60,000 for Bitcoin because they're not educated on it. They don't know that you can buy a fraction of it. So the mindset psychologically, oh, look, Dogecoin, it's cheap. That's probably going to be the next Bitcoin. I'm getting in. So that's the mentality that you have. It's a cute dog. I mean, it's a meme coin, and it's right now. It's it's kind of like Wall Street Bets went ahead and put it into the next gear, like where Dogecoin was around, people were getting into it, and it's something that you like buy up, put it to the side, and have fun with it. But Wall Street Bets, as soon as everything happened with GameStop and AMC, people got into Dogecoin, and ever since it's been this slow climb, but now it's accelerating.
But don't you think one of the consequences of this will be everybody trying to make the next meme coin, and it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, right? Like you can't. This is just my opinion, and I want to see if you agree or not. But you can't generate virality in a lab. You can't. It's organic. It's natural. It happens, naturally on the internet. This is like an organic movement. Do you think people are going to be trying to like get? I mean, you're right. They already are trying to get their own meme coins out there, but they're not going to work, right?
There are plenty of. So obviously you have the copycats.
Yeah.
So there are plenty. I'm talking about in the last week. I've never heard these tokens in my life.
Yeah.
But you've had, plenty of people, obviously for wrong reasons, go and make a token and, create a meme token, and they're all out there. The use case, I have no idea what the use case stands for. But people are jumping in. They're like, okay, I missed Dogecoin. It's at, 45 cents, went back down. I think it's in the 30s right now. So I'm going to go into something that's, not even a penny yet, and hope that it's the next Dogecoin. At some point, it's going to stop. Listen, at some point, all this stops. I think Doge will remain because it's been around for such a long time. For me, though, I keep going back to this. It's not hurting the crypto space. It really isn't. It is onboarding. People are onboarding themselves into Dogecoin, And then 90% of these people are going into legitimate assets like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, XRP, and other real use case digital assets. So I don't see it as a threat. Others have come on to social media to call it, cancerous. It's going to bring regulation and all this other stuff to the industry. Well, we already have regulation. So, I mean, that's just nonsense. We have regulation. We just need clarity on the regulation. But it's...
Wait. What regulation are you referring to?
Well, they're talking about they're gonna, the United States will bring on serious regulation because of Dogecoin. I mean, people are really taking it to the next level. I mean, this Dogecoin is not a threat. It's not a threat at all. It is literally bringing new people into the space. People who don't know how to onboard themselves are coming in through Dogecoin. And that community is actually teaching people about cryptocurrency. What can be so bad about that?
I mean, I agree with you that it's a net positive, but what can be so bad is people lose their shirt and their pants and their house.
Can I ask this question? Can
Sure.
anybody? If I go to Tesla right now, and then Tesla, Elon Musk decides to say, you know what?
Yeah.
420, right? And and the stock tanks. Did I lose?
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong in that sense. An asset is an asset, whether it's a stock or a cryptocurrency. So, your point is sound from the sense that, yes, this is just like any other asset under the sun. Some people will make money, others will lose money. That's kind of how investing works. But I don't know, man. And I say this as somebody like I own Bitcoin, right? And I'm never going to sell my Bitcoin. But this to me seems like, I don't know. It just seems it's a lot. That's all I can say. If my parents came to me and were like, Spencer, we want to buy Dogecoin, I would have a conniption, I think.
But you know what? You tell them this is me. I don't tell you. I'm not going to say. I don't know. Tell you what to tell your parents.
Yeah,
what I would say.
No, tell me.
This can be what I'll say is this. Hey, if you got to go get Bitcoin, you got to go get Ethereum, you got to get real digital assets. Not saying that Dogecoin isn't, but Dogecoin to me is something that I've taken on as just like a learning tool kind of thing. It's kind of like it's just to have fun with. It's not, if I make something out of it, great. It's money that I can afford to lose, and I'm okay. But I would not tell somebody mortgage your house on, particularly on anything, but especially on Dogecoin. I would not tell anybody to mortgage their house, max out their credit cards, and do some crazy stuff and go all in to Dogecoin. I mean, that's something that I would not tell anybody, and I'm totally against that.
No, John Stoll's on the chat. I think he's got it right. Like, this is fun, right? If you want to have some fun with a little bit of money, sure. Why the hell not? If it's fun money, if you would have otherwise spent it, at the racetrack or at the casino, then there's no difference. It's just maybe a higher upside on Dogecoin, but it's the same concept. So yeah, I'm with you in the chat. I'm with you, John Stoll from the chat. Wrong with David Gokhshtein, who is founder of Goghshtein Media. David, tell us a little bit about that.
So, Gokhshtein Media was introduced in we started off with a magazine, introduced in around 2017. I just felt that it was really hard for people to onboard themselves into this industry in terms of cryptocurrency. Devs or the developers have a hard time expressing themselves because they talk in C, C++, all this coding language, and nobody understands anything. So I felt like, we need something to dumb it down and keep it simple. So people, come in here. It's an easy time to onboard themselves into the cryptocurrency space and for them to understand what blockchain technology really is. And we went from a magazine to news, articles, live streams, podcasts. We have our new website coming out in a week or so. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun helping people. For me personally, what crypto is, it's a reset for everybody. It's a reset where people can come in and have the opportunity to, I don't want to say get wealthy. I want to say get comfortable.
You think that's one of the big hurdles is that people just aren't, because it's a new thing, that they're just not comfortable and therefore they want no part of it?
When you come into the space and people are telling you, they're talking to you in coding, and then you have to go Google it, and then Google is not telling you, the response that you want to hear. You're like, yeah, I'm out of here. Like, I'm done. This is like, I don't want to stay here and learn about this. I don't understand what I'm reading. So when you dumb it down for people, you have to build the ground floor, and that's exactly what Gokhshtein Media is trying to do. Especially with our live cast, we talk to everybody across the world. I mean, it's international. It's not just in the United States. It's everywhere. People want to learn. People want to get into crypto. Listen, it's a fun time. I know. Listen, I know you guys talk about stocks. I'm into stocks. I love stocks. But at the end of the day, like right now, on stocks, you make what, a 5% return, and you're excited. With crypto, you can make 14 to 20, and you're not happy with your day. So it's kind of like it's a really, really, whoever comes in now, it's still early. It's still early. It's still a baby of a space.
I guess it would depend on the stock. How would you compare this moment right now to say, like, I don't know, January 2017? Was it 17 or was it 18? I'm losing track of the years now.
It was December 2017.
Oh, January. Yeah, January was one kind of was the tops. How would you compare this moment to that moment?
Totally different. Last bull run, you did not have institutional players in the game. You didn't have, corporations, trying to get their hands on Bitcoin. Totally different. And anybody brings up 2017 to me, you cannot compare it to what's happening now. I'm talking about you're seeing massive adoption happening. Snickers, look at Snickers right now. If you go into Snickers on Twitter, you're going to see them promoting Dogecoin on a Snickers bar. So this entire space has taken off. The people that PayPal, 2017, they called Bitcoin a Ponzi scheme. 2020, 2021,
I remember,
Bitcoin is now being accepted by PayPal along with other cryptocurrencies. JP Morgan talked about Bitcoin. Jamie, he was all about Bitcoin is just the bubble's gonna burst. Now look at them. I mean, everybody who's had something to say about Bitcoin is now in it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, again, we're still early, but people are really jumping in. Institutions, this institutions, corporations, Tesla, $1.5 billion.
Sure.
I mean, come on. This is, people might have taken it as a joke, but it's not a joke.
What I find amusing about this whole thing is, like, when you think it can't go further, it goes further. And the same could be true for Bitcoin. The same is true for the entire cryptocurrency thing, right? Because if you thought 2017 was the top, you were wrong. And if you thought Dogecoin was done 2 months ago, you were wrong. And so it's like people who bet against the stock market, long term, stocks generally speaking go up, and crypto just keeps on developing. Anyone has been against it has been wrong for the most part. So
I mean, you have a bunch of people that have come together. A bunch of people, average Joes, have come together, and this is really, Bitcoin was really made for mainstream. It was made for Wall Street. So that's the beautiful part about it. But now Wall Street obviously is jumping in, and I hope before they're all in, I hope the regular average Joe who's working that 9 to 5, who has his boss micromanaging every single move, that person gets in and has the ability to change their lives.
I know
not everybody's going to win.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'll never forget that New York Times article from 2017 in January, and the headline was, "Everybody's getting rich on Bitcoin, and you're not." And that was like, oh my God.
Listen, but that it's the truth. But what happened in 2017, 18?
I know.
18, you saw it slowly, go down, and people who made a ton lost a ton because everybody believed that it would go up. Why did it go down? Of course, everybody was way too happy, so we had to have a CME contract developed, and the pessimists came in, and obviously, I fully believe.
Then we lost David there. All right, David Gokhshtein, founder of Goghshtein Media, and David is gone, but that is all right. He is gone, but not forgotten. David, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Oh man, that was fun. All right, it's a good thing that happened about now and not 20 minutes ago. But AB, are you here?
Yes, sir. How we doing?
Tom, be nice, Tom. Come on, man. Tom's like he sucks. Come on. I don't really disagree with anything that David said, except for the part about people getting into crypto via Doge. But he's more into the space than I am. I guess he would have more insight. To me, it seems a little bit. The whole thing seems silly, but it's not. It's no different than buying like a penny stock and using that as your entree to the stock market. A lot of people do that. This is really no different, I guess, in terms of the concept. There's something to be said for people just wanting to gamble and having that mentality and wanting to have fun, which I can respect. Like, you don't want to be that guy that's at the party and they're talking about like Dogecoin. You're like, oh well, do you have a 401k and your Roth IRA? Is it set up? Because like that's not fun. Nobody wants to be that guy. You know what I mean? So you got to have some respect for like the other side of your brain. David's back. Oh man, David, it's a good thing. We lost you there, but you're back. Did you have any?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I apologize. I don't know what's going on in New York, but I got to tell you, I can't stand. They are not giving us the amount of bandwidth that we deserve.
It's because everyone's trading Doge. They're taking up all the. It's taking up the bandwidth. That's what's
crazy.
Happening.
It's crazy, man.
You have any final thoughts for us?
Final thoughts are, I just hope. I hope that we can get and this is me speaking for, the crypto community. Not that I speak for everybody, but I really do hope that everybody, gets themselves into cryptocurrency and just learns about blockchain and digital assets. Yeah. That's really it. That's all I really want. Whatever happens from there, listen, do not invest, and this goes for any market, do not invest money that you can't afford to lose. Like, do not put up that rent money.
I love it. That's it. As long as you remember that, you can't really go wrong.
That's it.
I'm with you, man. David, thanks a lot for joining us. We appreciate it.
Next time on camera, because I love the camera.
Next time on camera it is.
Thank you, sir.
I'll hold you to that. Have a good one.
You too, man.
All right. 1:56. We got 4 minutes before our next show. We're hanging out with David Green, man. Wall Street Global Trading Academy. David Green's going to just hang out, talk.
He's the man at live trading. I don't know if you saw, I was just going through some of the different kind of crypto blockchain stocks while David was talking. Not David Green.
Yeah.
I was going through Riot, Mara, SOS, all of those. It looked like a lot of them were getting hit today. So kind of interesting, I guess, tomorrow with people are calling it Doge Day, all this extra emphasis on cryptos all of a sudden, but a lot of these stocks were getting hit. Let me go back to Mara real quick.
Why don't we just do that? Let's just bring up a chart of Doge. Why not just well, what's the point of looking at Mara? Who cares about Mara? Are you kidding me? Get out of here.
What's the best place to look at the price of Doge?
Get out of here with that crap. Here. CoinMarketCap is generally speaking pretty good.
CoinMarketCap.
All right, so this is a 1 day. This is a 1 day chart.
Let's go to the week. Well, all right, the week. So we had.
This is a 1 day chart that I've got. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a daily. I meant to say daily. Each candle is 1 day. Each candle is 1 day. So there you can see Doge. I like what he just said. I like what David just said. Of all the things we just talked about, he saved the best for last. And this goes for not just crypto. Don't invest any money you can't afford to lose, especially if it's not if you're not saving for retirement or anything like that. If you're trying to get a big winner, with money that you don't need to pay your bills. That goes for any investment, any trade, right? Dogecoin is no different in that regard. I'm very much looking forward to the moment that this turns, whenever that happens. Who can say? Is it 50 cents? Is it $1? I took a poll this morning on our YouTube page. I asked where will Dogecoin be by the end of the week. I gave 4 options. 45% of the respondents said it would be below 40 cents by the end of this week. 35% said it would be between 40 cents and $1. 9% said it would be between $1 and $2. And 10% said it would be above $2.
Well, for those saying it was going to be below 40 cents or whatever, if you're brave, I'm linking an article that I wrote, a little blog post, that if you really wanted to short Dogecoin, there is a way to do it. I wouldn't recommend it. Wouldn't do it myself, but I put that in the chat. Spencer, I did just hop in the other tab. David is there waiting, so if you want to hop in there, I can hang out, go through some more charts.
I'm gonna hop off, and we'll get David Green started at 2:00 in 1 minute.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Thank you. So, wrong. I'm on the Benzinga homepage right now, seeing what the most popular stories of the day are, and they're all Dogecoin. All Dogecoin. Well, if you'd like to hang out, we got David Green coming up next. Once he goes live, I'll go ahead and go over there. What are some stocks that people want to see? Start throwing them out in the ticker, and we'll get going there. We get in my Benzinga Pro real quick. Still got Mara pulled up. Which Mara, I mean, it's got a good uptrend, but it's kind of ugly, this big red candle right here. Down 10% on a day, as you can see. Well, Internet Explorers is asking, will Doge be over 50 cents or under 50 cents? 1 or 2. Tomorrow is Doge day, so like I said, I'm not going to be the one that takes those steps to actually short Dogecoin. But if you wanted to, you could. So I don't know. It's just going to be interesting to watch. That's where I'm at on this, staying on the sideline. I like watching these crypto stocks that kind of move with the different Bitcoin and Ethereum's, Riot, SOS. I like Hive the most out of all these different ones. It is an OTC, so it's not as big as some of the other ones. But it seems like they're really going in a good direction. I don't know if any of y'all have opinions on Hive, but if you do, I'd like you to drop them in the chat. Hit a 1 if you like Hive. Hit a 2 if you don't like Hive. But yeah, let's go ahead and get, we got David Green. He's the pro at live trading. He's going to be coming on in 1 second. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. And if you want to hang out and watch David Green, please do. If you want to learn something about live trading, you want to watch a pro live trade, wheel and deal, make some good trades, then stick around. And if not, we'll be back tomorrow, noon. Doge Day tomorrow. We got the Apple event. Should be a big day.